Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be going over how to make millions this week in Grand Theft Auto Online, and we have a very good week on our hands for making some money. So let's go ahead and get started with how you can make a lot of money this week in GTA Online. To start things off, we have the weekly challenge, which is to complete 3 car wash jobs. For doing this, you're going to get $100,000. And these car wash jobs are super easy. It's going to reduce the heat in your car wash business, which is super sick. This means that your car wash safe is still going to be making an income, which is cool. On top of this, the car wash jobs are also paying triple money this week. So you're going to get a whopping $3,000 for doing one of these car wash missions. So you're going to get technically $109,000 about for completing these 3 car wash missions this week. So not a bad way to start off the week, in all honesty. Next up, we have a tool to make more money, and that is going to be the free car wash that's available this week. You can go ahead and get yourself one of these on the Maze Bank Foreclosures website. It's literally free, completely free this week. Now, the car wash business has a couple of different aspects to it to help you make money. Now, firstly, it increases the value of your counterfeit cash factory by 35%. So it's going to make counterfeit worth a lot more money. Now, the car wash also has a mostly passive wall safe that fills up in increments based on how many other businesses you own, and the only maintenance you have to do, as I mentioned, is those car wash missions. They're going to be pretty easy, and you don't have to do them more than every 10 in-game days or so. My safe personally pays me $28,500 an hour, and I go and collect it every few days. It's a nice added income to have, and it definitely does not hurt. Now, the car wash also has a couple of other aspects to make money. You can do the Mr. Faber work, or you can do the money laundering missions. The money laundering missions are going to pay you $35,000 upon completion. They're pretty easy to do, and Mr. Faber work is not the greatest way to make money. In all honesty, it's probably the worst aspect of the car wash. But no matter what, getting a free $1 million business is not a bad thing in GTA Online. So you should definitely make sure to get your car wash this week, guys. Absolutely do this. Now, speaking of counterfeit cash is on double money this week. For a fully upgraded counterfeit cash business, you're going to get about $992,000 for selling. And this isn't counting if you sell in a high demand bonus lobby. Now, for that, you could expect up to $1,488,420 per sale. Now, also keep in mind, with the new mansion speed boost, for those of you that have the mansions available, you can apply that speed boost and it's going to triple the production speed. So a counterfeit cash factory is going to go from 0 to full product in 1 hour and 48 minutes. And being that it's on 2x money, it's going to be making you roughly $558,000 an hour, which is the #1 business in the entire game at this point. So that's really good, and you should absolutely be making sure that you take advantage of this week. Counterfeit cash 2 times money, especially if you own the car wash, is no joke at all. It is a very good way to make money. Seriously, one of the top ways to make money in this game. Now, with your counterfeit cash factory, make sure you're buying supplies or you're going to the stash house and getting your stash house supplies to go into your counterfeit cash factory. Now, if you're wondering how to do that, make sure all your other businesses have supplies bought for them. Now, if all of your other businesses have supplies, your supplies are going to then go to your counterfeit cash factory. So that just means you're going to be making more profit on your supplies, which is always good. So counterfeit cash, definitely the thing to take advantage of this week, guys, for sure. The sale missions, of course, it is an MC business. It's not going to be super ideal. If you have friends to play with, I would recommend rotating MC businesses. That's what me and my friends do. Obviously, I get it. Not everybody has a group of guys that they play with, though. But luckily, I do have a crew that you guys can join through my Discord server, which is linked in the description of this video. So if you're looking for people to play with, we have a console crew and we have a PC crew. You can find the info on that in our Discord server, so check that out if you're looking for people to play with. And we also do crew selling lobbies, which allows you to get the high demand bonus in a safe environment. So there's some really good tools available in that Discord server, so make sure you join that. Now, we also have double money and double RP on the ULP missions, or the Operation Paper Trail missions. Now, I haven't seen anybody really talk about these as being like a kind of okay way to make money, but they are actually a pretty decent paying job. Now, these missions will give you roughly $20,000 to $60,000 per mission, depending on what difficulty you're playing and depending on the mission that you're doing. This also, of course, depends on how long it takes you to complete said mission. Obviously, hard mode is going to pay the most, and if you take a little bit longer to do the missions, you're going to get a little bit more money. But by the end of them, you can expect to make roughly $400,000 to $600,000. Now, I'm not saying this is the best way to make money this week in online, but if you haven't done them yet, if you want to give them a shot, it's going to be something different, something a little bit unique, a new piece of content that you might have not experienced, and you're going to get paid pretty well for it. They're not going to take you overly long. I would say under 2 hours for sure. Probably more like an hour and a half to be completely honest, but they're kind of fun. I would recommend giving them a shot at least. Now we also have quadruple money on HSW races, and these are going to be a pretty good way to make money, particularly if you can play them with a bunch of people. Now, I was able to play with 4 of my friends, and we did a race that lasted just over 4 minutes. And for getting first place, I was paid $40,000. Now, if you guys didn't know, races pay the most money after 8 minutes. So if we had played for 8 minutes, I probably would have got a lot more money. And if we had played with 8 players, I probably would have got even more money. So 4 times money on HSW races is no slouch. You should actually give it a shot. It really, really is a good way to make money. Plus, it's kind of a lot of fun. And with the HSW races, it's cool because it's based on the HSW class of cars, which is kind of another subclass. And you can actually race like HSW muscle cars versus HSW sports classics, or HSW supercars versus HSW sports cars and stuff like that. So it's honestly a lot of fun. I would highly recommend giving this a shot. Now, of course, we also have Hasta La Vista, which is an adversary mode. It's going to be on 2 times money this week. I've never played it personally, but it is an adversary mode, and occasionally they are pretty fun. So you might want to give that a shot if you have a couple of friends to play with, but if not, just do one of the other methods that we've gone over in this video, because those are going to make you way more money anyways. Now, of course, I'm also going to recommend to passive source your CEO cargo warehouses. Now, if you have GTA Plus, doing that through the phone is going to be your best bet. But for those of you that don't have GTA Plus like me, you're going to have to go to your warehouses manually. Doing this, you're going to make a ton of money. It's just going to take a couple of weeks to fill them up. This is something I literally recommend in every single video where I talk about money, because it's my favorite way to make money in the game. It's almost entirely passive. And then you do one sale mission and you make like $15 million. It's pretty insane. So definitely take advantage of that. I have a CEO cargo guide as well as a bunch of other business guides in the description of this video down below. So feel free to check any of those out if they seem interesting to you. But there you have it, guys. That's it for how to make millions and millions of dollars this week in Grand Theft Auto Online. I really hope you found this video informative or useful. If you did, consider dropping a like and subscribing if you guys are new. I'm doing this series every week, so I'm always going to have an updated method for how to make the most amount of money in a particular week. So stay tuned for the next one. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Peace.